Hey guys, this is a bit of a special video concerning the software that I'm going to be reviewing and teaching you how to use. It's a program called VMware. It's a expensive tool that does basically the exact same thing as Sun VirtualBox, except it allows you to link your virtual machines together, and it just has a bunch of extra features and stuff that you'll see in the video. So I'm kind of new to this program, so yeah, it's called VMware Workstation. It's loading, and normally when you turn on your computer there will be a bar down here, this little icon here. You right click, open Workstation, and you'll see how that icon changes as the video progresses. So you got a couple options here: new team, open existing thing. As you can see, I've already created one virtual machine. So just to show you how this works, new virtual machine, kind of standard. Next, let's just do typical because that's what most people prefer to do. You can do an installer disk image, or you can install it later. So I'm just going to install from an ISO. Yeah, let's do Fedora. So we've got our version. They've got Windows, NetWare, Solaris, Linux, VMware, or other, MS-DOS, all these other things. So I'm just going to select Linux, and then I'll find Fedora if they have it, which they don't. So I'm just going to go and select it is a 2.6x kernel, so select that. Next, name the machine. So I'm going to title it Fedora, F-E-D-O-R-A, and you can select a location if you want. I prefer to just save it as the default so it's easier to find. Double clicked on that, sorry. You can store it as a single file or two files, select how many gigabytes you want it to be. Next, you got the basic stuff. It automatically made it 256 megabytes in NAT adapter and installed the other devices. I'm just going to customize this to show you what you can do with it. Memory, I have 3 gigs of memory in this machine, so I prefer to give it about 1.5 gigs to make the system just run really good. Processors, if you have a server board, you can give it 8 processors if you want. Number of cores for processor, you can do 4 quad cores. This is mostly for if you're linking computers together, you can select them. Now mine only has 2 cores, so I can make it a dual core, I can just make it a single core. I think I'll just use a single core for this particular machine. I'm not going to mess with the visualization engine. CD image, connect it power on, some basic features, use physical drive. After you install your operating system, you're going to want to come back in here and use the physical drive, otherwise you'll always want to load from this image. Floppy, audio detect, I don't have one, so. Network configuration, USB controller, show all USB and basic features. Sound card, display, accelerate the graphics if you want. Add, you can add another CD drive, a floppy, you can add whatever you want, but really. I don't have any others, so I'm just going to cancel. And that's about it. So as you can see, it's changed it to 1588 megabytes of memory, and everything else is pretty much standard. So power on this virtual machine after creation. No, not right now. Finish. And as you can see, it's creating a new tab, Fedora. And power on the machine, edit the settings, enable ACE features, options. You just got some options and what devices you have. Scroll down, type notes for stuff. This is really handy because with most Linux distributions you have to type in a name and a password, so I can say like my name is like the login or whatever, and then password is, you know, whatever. Obviously that's not what I'm going to use, but that's kind of the general idea. That's what I suggest for the notes section, whatever. So I'm just going to power on the virtual machine. VMware is loading, and I prefer to go full screen on this kind of stuff. It's loading, whatever. You just click to insert your mouse into the virtual machine. I'm not sure how this is coming through on the video, but you just click to see how the mouse is coming on the virtual machine. If you want to take your mouse and your keyboard out of the virtual machine, hit the right control and the right alt, and as you can see, my mouse has reappeared here. So I'm just gonna insert back into the virtual machine. It's loading, it's loading, it's loading. Fedora version 11, I think they're up to like 12 or 13 now, so it's a little outdated, but I don't care. It takes 20, 30 minutes to download a distribution, and it's a bit more time than I have. Beautiful thing about this software is that you can run dual machines here. As you can see, I'm running Fedora over here and PC Linux OS over here. PC Linux OS is the best operating system I've ever seen. I mean, Linux based. PC OS. So this one's going on. Fedora is still kind of loading. Didn't expect it to, you know, I didn't expect it to be as speedy because I'm installing an operating system in it. But PC Linux OS, it always takes a little while to load the system. Just for fun, escape, shows you what it's doing. Oh, look, it's Genome. I usually prefer Genome to KDE. As you can see, I've inserted myself into the virtual machine, and select language, and click log in. English, keyboard USA. Alright. Log in. PC Linux OS is still kind of going. And as you can see, it's expanded my window to show me the full view of the operating system. And I can exit out of the sidebar. I don't know what Fedora is doing over here, but alright, password. Just gonna set a password here in PC Linux OS. Icon. What the heck? Real name? Login name, same. Password, same. Well, Fedora is starting up, and that's basically the general view of this feature of Workstation. Now, there's tools that you can install, select the windows if you're in a full screen mode, team. I'll probably do a video on how to link the workstations together. But thanks for watching, and see you later.